Welcome to the Z Theater in our wonderful Steel Center at Regis Jesuit High School. Please turn off all cellular phones, pagers, and noise-making devices. The taking of photographs or video is strictly prohibited due to copyright. This production will be played without an intermission. Thank you for attending and supporting the Regis Jesuit Performing Arts. And now, the Regis Jesuit High School Drama Club proudly presents Cyrano de Bergerac.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The performance is about to begin. Welcome to the theater of the Hotel de Bourgogne. My name is Madame Geneviève Pardo, and I run this theater establishment for your pleasure. The play will begin shortly, but when you arrive early, you are assured of better entertainment by the audience than you will ever see on stage. Look now, here we have the handsome young nobleman, Christian de Neuvillette, a cadet in the King's Guards. See how he feasts his eyes on the beautiful Roxanne. And the fair Roxanne, it is obvious that she yearns for the handsome young Christian. But she cannot ignore the powerful Comte de Guiche, who has ideas of his own about Roxanne. The only one missing from our little drama is Captain Lebray's good friend, Cyrano. Let the play begin. La pièce va commencer. Prenez vos siestes, s'il vous plaît. La pièce va commencer. Bienvenue au théâtre de l'Hôtel de Bourgogne. Je m'appelle Madame Geneviève Pardo et j'ai dirige cet établissement pour votre plaisir. La pièce va commencer bientôt, mais si vous arrivez à l'avance, un divertissement dans l'audience plus amusant que sur scène. Monsieur Lebray, have you seen Monsieur Cyrano this evening?
Not this evening, madam. Why?
Montfleury is in the play.
But Cyrano took a dislike to Montfleury
For boldly flirting with Roxanne.
and forbid him from the stage for a month.
Who is this Cyrano? Who is this Cyrano?
The most extraordinary man under the sun. Such panache.
A poet.
A swordsman.
A musician.
A scientist.
And what an uncommon appearance.
With his white plumed hat, his billowing doublet, and his cape, majestically held out by a sword that rises like the insolent tail of a rooster.
And he carries his nose. Ah, gentlemen, what a nose. Those who see it can't help but exclaiming, "No, it can't be true. He'll soon take it off." But Monsieur de Bergerac never does.
He keeps it on and runs his sword through anyone who looks at it too closely, as he will soon run through the Count de Guiche if he continues to look so closely at the terrifyingly lovely Roxanne. Elle est terriblement belle in a wit and intellect to match. Also, unfortunately, an orphan.
And who is this Count de Guiche?
The Comte de Guiche is married to Cardinal Richelieu's niece.
But is in love with Roxanne.
The Count wants to arrange a marriage between Roxanne and the Vicomte de Valvert. Not much of a man, but he'll be very obliging to the Comte de Guiche.
But surely Roxanne...
Oh, she's opposed to it. But de Guiche is powerful. He can persecute an orphan girl like her. Lignaire, one of Cyrano's friends, wrote a song exposing de Guiche's crafty scheme to conveniently marry Roxanne to Valvert.
I'm going to pay a visit to this Comte de Guiche.
Don't do anything rash. There's a good chance he'll kill you. Stay. You're being watched.
The performance is about to begin. Ah, la pièce va commencer.
Roxanne, let's take our seats.
It is my pleasure to introduce the greatest actor in all of France, Montfleury.
Bravo! Bravissimo!
Happy is he who shuns the pomp of courts in solitary exile, self-imposed. Heureux celui qui repousse le pompe et le cour en exil solitaire.
Haven't I ordered you off the stage for a month, you wretched scoundrel?
Cyrano.
What?
Please. Cyrano.
King of clowns, leave the stage this instant.
But
Do you dare defy me?
Play on, Montfleury. Fear nothing.
rue qui décourt dans sous le sol.
I shall be angry in a minute!
Go on, Montfleury.
Courage, Montfleury. Allez, continuez.
And who, when gentle breezes, it breeze gentle.
Still there? Very well. I'll go up on stage and carve this sausage into slices.
C'est incroyable.
Scandaleux.
Exaspérant.
Amusant.
Silence! I will clap my hands 3 times, Montfleury, and by the 3rd clap, you will be gone. 1, un,
To my help, my lords.
2,
Je crois.
3.
No.
Coward. Lush. We've paid good money to see the play.
Let him come back if he dares.
Have you no respect for great art?
For tragedy?
I have a great respect for art. That's why I put an end to the tragedy taking place here.
You've high-handedly deprived us of the performance.
And what about the money that will have to be refunded?
Oh, fair lady, blossom and be radiant. Fill our dreams with longing, soften death with a smile. Here, take my purse.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. You may stop every performance if these are your terms.
Mais quel scandale. The great Montfleury. Did you know Le Duc de Condal is Montfleury's patron? And who is yours, Monsieur Cyrano?
No one.
No one.
I said no one, Count de Guiche. For along with that kind of support would come the gradual overtaking of my life, so I became the cardinal's puppet instead of my own master. And there are already too many in high places who have traded their integrity for success.
He's beginning to be annoying. Is no one going to silence him?
I will.
Cyrano, it's the Vicomte de Valvert.
Your nose is very big.
Is that all?
Well,
I'm afraid your speech was a little short. You could have said 100 things. Here, let me give you a few examples. Aggressive! If that nose were mine, sir, I'd have it amputated on the spot. Friendly, how do you drink with such a nose? You must have a cup specially made. Descriptive, it's a rock, a crag, it's a cape. No, it's a peninsula. Inquisitive, what is that receptacle? Is it a razor case or a portfolio? Eloquent. When that nose blows, it's like a typhoon. The winds howl and the clouds darken. Kindly, do you love the little birds so much that when they come to sing to you, you lend them your nose to perch on? Dramatic. When it bleeds. The Red Sea. There. Now you have an inkling of what you might have said had you some tinge of wit or letters. But such a jesting is a privilege I grant only to myself.
Très bien.
Come. Never mind such arrogance from an uncouth barbarian who appears in public without gloves, tassels, or braid.
Well, I don't dress like a proud popinjay. It's true, but my moral grooming is impeccable. I never appear in public with a tarnished honor, a soiled conscience, or threadbare scruples.
stupid lout, insolent boor, ridiculous ass.
Oh, delighted to meet you. And I am Cyrano Sauvignon Hercule de Bergerac.
Fool. What's he doing now?
Oh, I have a cramp in my sword.
So be it. Poet.
Oh, I am a poet, and I'll demonstrate that by composing a ballad while I fence with you. And when I come to the last line, I'll draw blood.
No.
Wait! I'm choosing my rhymes. There, I have it. Lightly I toss my hat away, languidly over my arm let fall the cape that covers my bright array. Then out sword, and to work withal. Lancelot in his ladies' hall, Spartacus at the hippodrome. I jolly well with you, dear Jacqueline, as I end the refrain. Thrust home. Oh, for I'm your white as way. You break, you coward, you cringe, you crawl. Ta! And I parry your last to say. So may a turn of your hand forestall life with its honey, death with its gall. And may a turn of my fancy roam, free for a time, till the rhymes are called. Ha! Then as I end the refrain, thrust home. Oh, refrain, prince. Pray God, who's Lord of all, pardon your soul, for your hour has come. Beat, pass, fling, slap, sprawl. Then as I end the refrain, thrust home.
Bravo, cousin. This is the first of many battles with our dearest Cyrano. And of course, he will continue. And who is this? Pardonnez-moi, monsieur. And what is your name?
Oh, my name is Marbre du Fabricant, a simple sculptor. I've been searching for any source of inspiration for some time now, but this man, full of courage, might be exactly what I am looking for. The stone begins to speak to me as if something were inside trying to break free. Go, leave me to my work.
Godspeed, good sir.
I'd like to have a word with you. Have you eaten?
No.
Why not?
Pourquoi pas? Because I have no money. Parce que je n'ai plus d'argent.
That bag of money.
Alas, my month's allotment lasted only for a day.
What foolishness to throw all away.
Yes, but what a gesture. Oui, quelle majesté.
Sir, I can't bear to think of you going hungry. Please, we have plenty of food here. Take whatever you like.
I will accept very little. One of these grapes, only one. This glass of water and half a macaroon. Un grand de poisson, un seul de verredou, la moitié de macaroon.
That's ridiculous.
C'est stupid. My dinner, my drink, and my dessert. There. I have an excellent appetite this evening.
Oh, sir, please take something else. S'il vous plaît, prenez autre chose.
I will. Your lovely hand.
Merci, monsieur.
Well, what was it you wanted to tell me?
You make too many enemies.
How many would you say I made today?
Well, first there's Montfleury, then de Guiche, Valvert.
Et puis de Guiche, Valvert, Montfleury, yes! Yes, that is enough to delight me.
I don't understand the way you live. Where will it lead you?
I was once confused and bewildered by all the options I had available to me. Finally, I chose...
What did you choose?
The simplest of all. I chose to be admirable in everything.
If you say so. But come now, what's the real reason for your hatred of Montfleury?
That slimy sot considers himself a terror with the ladies. I've hated Montfleury ever since he looked at Roxanne. It was like watching a slippery slug crawl over a flower.
What's this? Do I understand you rightly? Is it possible that
I'm in love? Yes, it's true.
you've never told me?
With whom I'm in love? Come now, think a moment. This nose, which precedes me by a quarter of an hour wherever I go, forbids me to be loved by even an ugly woman. So who do I love, you ask? Who do I love but the most beautiful woman in the entire world? Anyone who has known her smile has known perfection.
It is clear. Your cousin Roxanne. Une fête s'éclaire. Votre cousine Roxanne.
But to hear her name, Roxanne.
Then you ought to be overjoyed. You love her, tell her so. You covered yourself with glory in her eyes today.
Tell me what hope this protuberance might leave me. I have no illusions. Sometimes I imagine myself walking arm in arm with a woman under the moon, under the stars. I forget myself. I let myself be carried away, and then I see the shadow of my profile.
But you're overlooking your courage, your wit. Don't be timid. If you love Roxanne, speak to her. Tell her so that...
So that she'll laugh in my face? No, that is the one thing I would fear.
Monsieur, Madame Roxanne would like to speak with you.
Oh my God.
Madame Roxanne wishes me to ask her valiant cousin where she can speak to him. In private, though.
Speak to me?
Yes, she has things to tell you.
Oh, things too.
To tell you. She will go early to Mass tomorrow morning, and when she leaves the church, where can she go to speak with you?
Where? Oh my God. Where?
Well?
Let me think. Rajnu's shop. Rajnu, the bakery chef.
And where's that?
C'est dans là. It's on. It's on? It's on Rue Saint-Honoré.
Oh, very well. I will tell the Lady Roxanne at once. At 7 o'clock.
I'll be there. Me. She wants to see me.
Monsieur, Madame Roxanne veut vous parler.
Oh, mon Dieu.
Madame Roxanne souhaiterait que je demande à son vaillant cousin où elle peut en secret le voir.
Me voir?
Oui, elle a des choses à vous dire.
Des choses...
À vous dire. Elle ira à la première messe demain matin, quand elle quitterait l'église, où devra-t-elle aller pour vous parler?
Mon Dieu!
Bien.
J'ai réfléchi. Elle shop de Rogno. Rogno le Positier.
Où ça?
C'est dans la... C'est dans la... C'est dans la rue Saint-Honoré.
Très bien. Je vais le dire à Madame Roxanne. À 7 heures.
Je serai là. Moi, elle désire me voir.
I see your sadness has vanished.
Yes. For some reason, she knows I exist.
Be calm. Calme-toi.
No. I'm going to be frenzied and turbulent. I need a whole army to vanquish. It's no longer enough to cut down dwarves. I need giants.
Luciana!
Oh, goodness, what is it, Ragnar?
Hey, your friend Lignier, much worse for the wine, needs to see you.
What's happened?
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
He can't go home.
Pourquoi pas?
He received a note warning him about his slanderous song about Comte de Guiche's attempt to marry Roxanne de Valverde for his own benefit. 100 men are pinned against him, and there's a great danger on his way home. Will you let him sleep under your roof tonight?
100 men, you say? Tell Lignier he'll sleep at home tonight.
But sir...
I said tell Lignier to take a lantern and start walking. I'll cover him. You follow at a distance. You'll be my witness.
But why 100 men against just one?
Oh, I need at least that many this evening. Don't come to my assistance, no matter how great the danger. Ready? Got it. No, not my inspiration. Come on.
My favorite leg!
Cyrano learned how to fight, not out of fear of defense, but for lack of better words, to finally express. His soul wandered free from judgment and reality, similar to his curious spirituality. He found peace in the release through the sword and the pen, but their talents not of ordinary men. His words are like water to his constant thirsting wit. He's sharper than a sword, though, rare to admit. But beyond what lies in his afterlife, his only will of action and strife is his, what's the word? Panache. Now, Rational, the baker and the poet at heart, he can do a lot more than just making tarts. He writes out his dreams, it's more than it seems. Freedom from the flower and into a world of power. But never mind, on to Rational and least to buy an overly priced slice of quiche.
I think I've done it. Poised on steady legs, first your poet beats several eggs.
Sweets of the day, fresh from the ovens, fruits au gelée, gâteau et confiserie de jeu.
Ah, Lise, my good wife, you brought me some paper wrappings. Thank you, merci. No, what? My sacred books, my friend's poetry, desecrated to make wrappings for pastry? You're heartless.
I have a right to make use of what your wretched poets leave here as their only form of payment.
How can you treat poetry with such disrespect?
I'll treat poetry however I please.
No! I shudder to think of what she's going to do with prose. Friend.
Qu'à a-t-il?
C'est rue moi la côte.
Côte and côte.
Félicitations. On m'a parlé de votre duel.
Ah, lequel?
L'hôtel de Bourgogne.
Ah, celui-là.
La duel. En va. À la fin, j'ai envoyé. Je touche. Que c'est beau. Magnifique.
Qu'à a-t-il?
C'est rue moi 10. Magnifique. My friend.
What time is it? Qu'à a-t-il?
It's about 6:45.
A quarter of an hour to wait.
Felicitations. I heard of your duel.
Non, lequel?
At the Hotel de Bourgogne.
Ah, celui-là.
A duel. In verse? When I end the refrain. Thrust home. That's beautiful. Magnificent.
What time is it? Qu'à a-t-il?
It's about 10 to 7. Magnificent what you've done.
Huck, no, I'm waiting for someone here, and when she arrives, I want to be alone together.
I can't do that, my friend. My poets will soon be here.
Oh, for their first meal? When I give you the signal, you will tell them to leave. What time is it?
I already told you. It's 10 to 7.
May I have a pen?
Yes.
I'm afraid to speak a single word to her. Of all the words I have in here, but But writing is a different matter. I'll write her the letter I've written within myself 100 times.
What is that troublemaker doing here?
He's a hero.
A hero with no money! Better a rich coward for a customer than a penniless hero.
Looking upon you, I grow faint with fear.
See? He's not a customer. He's meeting someone.
C'est une pâtisserie! Pas l'hôtel de Bourgogne! Sell him some pastry. Some cakes, sir, too inspiring. Oh my, with a nose like that, how could he resist their smell?
Madam, I heard something about a smell.
No, Monsieur. My wife says she doesn't know you very, well.
Oh, the pleasure, madame, is all mine.
Oh, throw him out this instant.
Never. I would sooner throw out my poetry.
Good, I'll help you.
Your eyes, your lips, vos yeux faut les faire.
Wait, Lise. I've written a recipe in verse. Listen. How to make almond tarts.
Write a verse about how to make money. And I'll listen.
Poised on steady legs, first your poet beats several eggs. Froth them to a mousse, then introduce lemon juice. Shimmering like silk, aromatic milk of almond will come next. Wave your fiery wand, bake till blonde. Melting mouths and hearts, saliva starts, almond tarts.
Hey, Kevin, you're a better pastry chef than a poet, and we'd starve to death.
Your faithful worshiper, que vous aimez. I'll give her the letter myself if I feel there's any chance of hope. Hogno, what time is it?
It's about 7. Ooh, time for my poets to arrive.
Don't let them in!
At least you're talking sense.
And take her with you! Now!
Monsieur Cyrano and his guests want privacy.
The cemetery is down the street.
Oh, Roxanne, blessed be the day when you, remembering that I humbly exist, come to tell me, to say...
To thank you, first of all, that dandy Count Valvert whom you checkmated in brave swordplay last night. He is a man whom a great lord is desirous of my favor.
De Guiche?
Yes, sought to impose Valvert on me for a husband.
Husband? To pay husband? Husband a la mode. Then I thought, happy chance, not for my ill favor, but for your favors fair. Roxanne, blessed be this day above all others when you come to tell me, to tell.
Before I make my confession, give me time to see you as I did in the past, when I thought of you almost as my brother. We used to play together in the park beside the lake.
Yes, you came to Bergerac every summer.
You always did whatever I wanted.
You weren't yet known as Roxanne. In short skirts, you were still known as Madeline.
Was I pretty then?
You weren't plain.
Sometimes you came to me with your hand bleeding from some accident. Even now, you've done it again. You're still hurting yourself at your age? How'd you do it this time?
I was playing again.
How many were there against you?
Not quite 100.
Tell me about it.
No, tell me what you couldn't bring yourself to say just now.
Yes, I can say it, now that the past has returned to encourage me. I'm in love with someone. Someone who doesn't know it yet, but he will know soon. He's a poor man who till now has loved me from a distance without daring to say anything. But I've seen a confession of love trembling on his lips. And so it happens, cousin.
Yes?
That he's a cadet. He's proud, noble, fearless. A man who all this time has loved me timidly from afar without daring to speak. He's young, intrepid, handsome.
Handsome?
Yes, what is it? What's the matter?
Nothing, only a twinge of pain from this little scratch.
Oh, Cyrano, I love him. But you must know, I have only seen him at the theater.
You've never spoken to each other?
Only with our eyes.
Well, how do you know?
Eyes can speak.
Well, how do you know that...
Oh, people talk, gossips chat.
His name?
Baron Cochon de Neuvillette. He began serving this morning as a cadet in your company.
Oh, my girl, you've lost your heart so quickly. You're so fond of fine words and Gracious wit! What if he should prove to be an uncultured savage?
No, there will be elegance in everything he will say. I feel it.
Yes, all words are elegant when they come from handsome lips. But what if he is a fool?
Then I'll die.
Why do you tell me all this?
Someone terrified me yesterday by telling me that...
That we always provoke a duel in the guards with any newcomer.
Yes, you can imagine how I trembled for him. But when I saw you, great and invincible, punishing that scoundrel Valvert, I said to myself, everyone fears Cyrano if he were willing to...
Very well. I'll protect you, Bron, Christian, de Nivette.
You'll be his friend?
Yes.
And he'll never have a duel.
I promise.
I knew you would. I've always had such a tender affection for you. Now I must go. Tell Christian to write me. 100 men. How brave.
I've been braver since.
De Guiche is on his way here.
Oh, no doubt to avenge himself on me for Valvert's disgrace.
Not at all. Instead, to make you an offer. It seems your duel last night amused my uncle, Cardinal Richelieu.
Great heavens.
He understands you've written a tragedy. He is himself a playwright. Take it to him. Allow him to rewrite a few lines here and there, and he states he'll approve the rest.
Oh, impossible! It curdles my blood to think of altering one comma.
Cyrano!
You are proud, monsieur. Have you read Don Quixote?
Yes, and I found myself the hero.
Read once more the chapter of the windmills. For if you fight with them...
My enemies may change with every wind.
Rather they may swing down their arms and cast you into the mire.
Or up among the stars.
Fool.
Are you mad? You shatter every opportunity that comes your way. If only you would soften your haughty spirit a little, glory and fortune would follow.
What would you have me do? Seek the patronage of some great man, so like a creeping vine on a tall tree, crawl upwards where I cannot stand alone? No merci. Dedicate as others do, poems to pawnbrokers? Be a buffoon in the vile hope of teasing out a smile on some cold face? No merci. Make my knees callous and cultivate a supple spine and wear out my belly groveling in the dust? No merci. Calculate, scheme, be afraid. Love more to make a visit than a poem. Seek introductions, favors, influences. No merci. I thank you, and I thank you again, but to live, to laugh, to dream, to walk any road under the sun, to fight or write, to travel any road alone, without any thought to fame or fortune.
But why have everyone against you?
Let's call it my vice. It pleases me to displease. I love to be hated. It feeds the pride and hatred and forces me to hold my head high.
Proclaim your pride and bitterness loudly to the world, but to me, speak softly and tell me simply that she loves you not.
Silence. Enough.
Everyone's talking about how you saved Lignaire from 100 assassins last night.
It would be better if this hero would tell us when he will pay his bakery bill.
Leave him alone.
Come, my friend, tell us all about it.
Maybe later.
Mr. Christian, it's time for you to learn something. There is a certain object that we all avoid naming as scrupulously as we would refrain from mentioning rope in the house of a man whose father had been hanged. You understand? Good. If he says this certain word, do not react. On your life, do not notice. If you do, you'll have him to deal with. He's already killed 2 men today because they had nasal voices. Vous comprenez?
Think so. Oh, you must mean as no...
Shh! On your life, you must never say this word.
Madam, I'm new to this regiment, but I'm no coward. He must not see me as a coward. Therefore, I will do what I will. And to prove my mettle, I will goad him and fight him.
Say this certain word and we shall find out. A dead hero or a live coward?
Come, my friend, tell us about the 100 men you fought last night.
Very well. I was walking at the Porte de Nastile. The sky was black as pitch, and I couldn't see past the end
Your
of...
nose.
Who is this man?
I met him only this morning. His name is Christian de Neuvillette.
Christian. Very well. I walked on, thinking that for the sake of some poor drunkard, I'd angered some powerful nobleman who would surely...
Resent your nosiness?
who would surely bear a grudge against me, and that noble man might...
Look down his nose at you?
make things difficult for me. But I said to myself, onward, Cyrano, and suddenly someone...
nosed you out in the darkness?
lunged at me with his sword. I parried the thrust and suddenly found myself...
Nose to nose?
Oh my God, by the saints in heaven, I found myself face to face with 100 shouting brutes. And I charged.
Nose first?
Out! All of you get out! I want to be alone with this man. You are a very brave man.
Sir?
Oh, I know everything. Roxanne is my cousin.
How happy I am to know you. I admire you greatly.
But all those noses you gave me.
I'm sorry. I take them all back.
Roxanne was right. You are a handsome devil.
Does Roxanne? Does she love me?
Perhaps. But she expects to receive a letter from you this evening.
Oh no. If I write her, she'll never want to see me again.
Oh, pourquoi pas?
Because I'm a man who does not know how to speak of love or write of love. If only I could express myself gracefully.
And if only I had a handsome face.
I need eloquence. I have none.
Then I will lend you mine. Together, we will form a romantic hero. Will you do it?
Are you suggesting?
Together, we will win her heart.
You frighten me.
Oh, no. The only thing you fear is that you'll chill her heart with the words from your mouth. But when she hears my words from your lips, she'll soon be aflame.
Why does it mean so much to you?
A comedy. A situation for a poet.
Well, I must write her without delay. I'll never be able to...
Here's your letter.
What? Had you already...
I always have a letter written to some imaginary lady because my only sweethearts are in dreams.
Well, won't some things have to be changed?
Oh, it'll fit her like a glove.
Oh, my friend!
I can't believe it.
Monsieur de Bergerac has panache.
Yes, he certainly does. Monsieur, what is panache?
It's his style.
C'est son style.
And he wears a white plumed hat to show his panache.
Et il porte une moume blanche sur le chapeau pour montrer son panache.
Panache means pride, spirit, integrity.
La fierté, l'esprit, l'intégrité.
And his courage on the battlefield is another example of his panache.
Et son courage à la guerre est un autre exemple de son panache.
We will all soon have a chance to show our panache when we go to battle. L'honneur, la patrie, l'amour.
Good morning, monsieur. And how is your piece of artwork coming along?
Well, with such a man who has panache in everything he does, I have a hard time not capturing his flair.
Listen closely to my words. Well, they're really his, as I recite a love letter he is currently writing to his Roxanne, but for Christian. Dearest Roxanne, how to translate my dreams into a reality of words. Your hair is brighter than the sun, and it blinds me with your beauty and grace. Whenever your lips mouth my name, It's as if the heavens have opened up and spoken directly to me. All I ask for is a kiss. And in that instance, all love will be consumed. Yours truly,
The hat. How could I forget about the hat?
Roxanne, are you ready? I'm just trying to find my cloak. I have no idea where it is. Can't you hurry, you enfant terrible? Hurry now. Be quiet. You're my duenna, not my mother. Your mother would not be so patient. I'm hurrying as fast as I can. No. You'll stop to put on your perfume, and then you'll stop to put on your bracelet, and then you'll stop to put on your gloves, and then we'll miss the lecture on romance at Clomeyer's house.
I who promise you lilies fair, but long to love your roses.
Cyrano, stop it.
Oh, how can I, madame, when I've heard you chiding my cousin for all of her stopping?
Have you been eavesdropping?
No need to eavesdrop when this quiet lady is quietly telling the world you missed the lecture on romance.
It would serve Mademoiselle Roxanne right if she missed the lecture. Her head is too full of romance anyway. Shame on you. I'm an intellectual, not a romantic. You wouldn't know one from the other from Monsieur de Bergerac here.
Oh, peace. I've come to ask Roxanne, as I do every day, whether Christian is still a model of perfection.
Oh, he is so handsome and such a brilliant mind. Oh, il est si beau et qu'elle espérait. I can't tell you how much I love him. Je ne peux pas dire combien je l'aime.
You feel that Christian has a brilliant mind?
Even more brilliant than yours. You think just because he's handsome, he has to be dull-witted. But listen to this. The more you take of my heart, the more I have. And this, since I need a heart with which to suffer, if you keep mine, send me yours.
First he has too much heart, then not enough. He can't seem to make up his mind. Do you know all of his letters by heart?
Every one of them. Oh, Monsieur de Guiche is coming. Go inside. Better for him not to find you here. Yes, everyone knows you've befriended my beloved Christian. De Guiche is in love with me. He might strike a cruel blow if you suspected a connection.
Roxanne! Mademoiselle.
Bonsoir.
I come to say farewell.
Are you leaving Paris?
I have received orders.
Ah.
I leave tonight to join the fighting at the battlefront.
I wish you luck, Monsieur le Comte.
Will I ever see you again?
Perhaps.
Did you know I've been promoted to colonel?
Bravo.
And I've been put in command of the guards.
The guards?
Yes, your cousin Cyrano's regiment. I'll finally have my revenge on the battlefield with that mighty man of words.
Are you sure the guards are ordered to war?
Under my command.
Christian.
What's wrong?
I'm in despair. When a woman cares for a man and learns that he's going to...
Well, why do you wait until now to reveal these words to me?
So, you want to take revenge on my cousin Cyrano?
Why? Would you care?
Of course, I fear for all the cadets in this war.
Cyrano goes everywhere nowadays with one of the cadets. Neville?
A handsome man?
Yes, but a fool.
So he appears. I know how you could best take revenge on my cousin Cyrano. Leave him and his dear cadets behind while the rest of the regiment goes off to fight. If you want to punish him, deprive him of danger.
Only a woman could think of a trick like that. Roxanne, then you do love me a little. You've been playing a trick on me.
Perhaps.
How can I part with you when you just revealed these tender feelings to me? Listen, near here there's a monastery. Everyone will believe I've gone with the regiment, but I'll delay my departure. Let me come to you.
No.
Let me, you drive me mad.
I must refuse. You must go. I want you to be heroic, Antoine.
Heavenly words. Do you love?
Yes, I love the man for whom I fear.
I'm going now. Does this please you?
Yes, oui, Antoine.
Yes, oui, Antoine.
Don't say a word to Cyrano. He'd never forgive me if he knew I robbed him of his war. But Christian will be safe. Cousin, we're going to the lecture.
Oh, yes, I wouldn't want you to miss the lecture on romance.
I'll be back in time for Christian's visit.
Bonnets of Gascony, of Carbon de Castel Jaloux, brawling and swaggering boastfully.
Here is our wonderful, handsome young Christian attempting his hand at writing a love letter to Roxanne. I say attempting. The day we first met was when I first saw you. Your eyes are like the ocean, except I don't get seasick when I see them. You are the most beautiful thing in the world, except God. Well, I don't personally know God. Well, that came out wrong. I will always forget you. Nope. Never remember. Nope. I have it. Your beauty is beautiful. Perfect.
Christian, prepare your memory. There's no time to lose.
No.
Have you lost your reason?
No. I tell you, I'm tired of borrowing my letters and speeches. It was necessary at the beginning, and I'm grateful to you. But now, I feel she really loves me. I'm going to speak for myself. Here they come. Cyrano?
No, monsieur. Parlez tout seul, monsieur.
I knew it. We missed the lecture on romance. On a manque de discours sur la tendre.
It's you, Christian.
Roxanne.
The air is pleasant and no one is passing by. Speak to me of your love.
I love you.
Yes, speak to me about love. Oui, parlez-moi d'amour.
I love you.
Now be eloquent.
I love?
You have your theme. Improvise, rhapsodize.
I love you so.
Of course, and then?
And then, I should be so happy if you love me too. Roxanne, say that you love me too.
I ask for wine and you give me water. Tell me how you love me.
I love you very much.
Tell me how you feel.
Your neck. If only I might kiss it.
Christian!
Oh, I love you so.
Again, encore?
No, not again. I do not love you.
At least that's a change.
I adore you.
Oh, no.
No. Wait, I know I'm becoming foolish.
And that displeases me, as much as if you'd become ugly.
But
You love me?
Yes.
Gather your dreams together into words. I know, you love me, adieu.
No, wait, I was going to say
that you adore me, I know that too. Go away. C'est vous, Christian.
Roxanne.
L'air est nu et doux de passe. Parlez-moi de votre amour.
Je vous aime.
Oui, parlez-moi d'amour.
Je t'aime.
Maintenant, soyez éloquent.
J'aime.
C'est la thème. Beauté.
Je t'aime tant.
Sans doute, et puis?
Oh, je serais si content de m'aimer. Dis-moi, Roxanne, que tu m'aimes?
Vous m'offrez des bouquets quand j'espérais des crèmes. Dites un peu comment vous m'aimez.
Je t'aime beaucoup.
Dites-la raconter vos sentiments.
Toku, je voudrais l'embrasser.
Christian!
Je t'aime tant.
Encore?
Oh, non, pas encore. Je ne t'aime.
Moi, c'est une
Je
change.
t'adore.
Oh non.
Je sais, je te viens ça.
Et cela me déplaît comme il me déplairait. Vous devinerez.
Mais
Vous m'aimez?
Oui.
Groupez-vous avant moi. Je sais, vous m'aimez. Adieu.
Pas de suite, je
Vous
vous dirai.
m'adorez? Je sais ça aussi. Allez-vous-en.
Oh, congratulations. The poetry prize is yours.
Help me, if I don't win her back immediately, I'll die. Look!
Oh, the damage can be redone. Stand up there, you wretched fool. It's dark now. I'll stand behind you, telling you exactly what to say.
Roxanne!
Christian, is that you? You speak too awkwardly. Go away. You've stopped loving me.
Never.
Never!
I could no more.
I could no more.
Stop loving you.
Stop loving you.
Then I could stop.
Then I could stop
the rising of the sun.
The rising of the bun.
What?
The sun. The rising of the sun.
Sun. The rising of the sun.
That's better.
My cruel love.
My cruel love.
Has never ceased to grow.
Has never ceased to grow.
Since the day.
Since the day.
When it was born.
When it was born.
Très bien. Very good. But why do you speak so haltingly?
This is too difficult.
This is too difficult.
Why are your words hesitant tonight?
Because they must grow their way through the darkness to your ears.
Because they must grow the darkness to your ears.
I'll come down to you.
No, I want to go on, continue in taking advantage of this opportunity for us to speak alone while we're almost invisible to each other. You have no idea what these words mean to me. Until now, I've never dared to be my true self.
Perhaps it's true. Even your voice is different.
Well, yes. Perhaps in the darkness, I dare to at last be myself.
You've never spoken to me like this before?
I love you to the point of madness. Your name is in my heart like a bell ringing day and night. Roxanne, Roxanne, Roxanne.
Yes, that's really love.
I would gladly give my happiness for the sake of yours.
You've made me drunk with love.
I
and
ask
yours.
only one thing.
A kiss!
What?
I was too bold. I asked for a kiss.
You don't insist?
She's willing. Insist.
Quiet! A kiss. After all, what is a kiss but a vow made at closer range? A secret told to the mouth rather than to the ear.
Then come take that secret.
Go to her.
Tell me that vow.
This seems kind of wrong.
Go!
Roxanne!
There's a strange pang in my heart. She's kissing not only the words I spoke to her, but another man's lips. Oh, someone's coming! Ah, bonsoir.
Bonsoir. I'm looking for the house of Madeleine Robin. Bonjour, je cherche la maison de Madeleine Robin.
I'll call her, Father. Roxanne, is Christian still there?
I'm coming down, cousin.
What does he want?
I have a letter for Madeleine Robin. J'ai une lettre pour Madeleine Robin.
Je suis Madeleine Robin. It's from de Guiche.
How dare he?
He won't bother me much longer when he learns that I love you. Roxanne, my regiment is leaving for the battlefield tonight, but I've secretly remained behind, hiding in a monastery. I send this letter by an old priest, simple as a sheep, who understands nothing of this. Roxanne, I must see your smile again. Wait for me alone tonight. Father, this letter concerns you, and you. Listen. Mademoiselle, you must obey the cardinal's will. That is why I send this letter by a most holy, intelligent, discreet man. You will communicate your order to perform here and at once the rite of holy matrimony. Christian must secretly become your husband. I know you hesitate, but be resigned. You have the cardinal's blessing.
I knew the gentleman who sent that letter was a worthy lord.
Oh, this is terrible.
I don't like to force you, my child.
Here's a postscript. I will give a gift of 1,000 francs to the monastery.
Oh, a worthy lord! Resign yourself.
I am resigned. De Guiche will soon be here. Delay him.
Hurry.
Where is that cursed priest? Where did this man fall from?
I fell from the moon like a cannonball.
Have you lost your reason?
What time is it? What country is this?
Let me pass. A lady is expecting me.
Ah, then I must be in Paris.
Lunatic, you are not amusing.
Oh, do you want to know how I got to the moon? I lay on the beach when the moon exerted the pull that causes the tides, and I was lifted up like an angel when suddenly, oh, the wedding's over.
Here's the handsome couple you've united in matrimony, my lord.
I must be losing my mind. That nose. Cyrano.
At your service.
Well, I congratulate you on your cleverness, but I'm afraid you must bid your husband farewell, madame.
Why?
The regiment is going to war. Join it!
But the cadets aren't going.
Oh, yes, they are. Deliver the orders at once, Baron de Neuvillette.
Christian.
The wedding night is still a long way off.
This is bittersweet news, yet somehow sweet.
Kiss me again.
Come! Enough.
Promise nothing will endanger his life.
I can't promise anything.
Promise that he'll write often.
That I can promise.
The bold cadets of Gascony, of Carbondale, Castelgelou, brawling and swaggering boastfully, cadets of Gascony, c'est nous. The bold cadets of Gascony, of Carbondale, Castelgelou, brawling and swaggering boastfully, cadets of Gascony, c'est nous. Spouting of armory heraldry, veins abrim with blood so blue, the bold cadets of Gascony, of Carbondale, Castelgelou.
¿Habéis oído de este tipo que ha estado cruzando nuestras líneas?
Tonterías nadie puede cruzar si yo estoy vigilando.
Claro que sí. Este tipo Cyrano yo lo vi. Tienes muy grande.
¿Nariz?
No, eran sus orejas.
¿Orejas?
Las más grandes que jamás haya visto.
Habéis perdido la cabeza.
Bueno, ya. Volved al trabajo y mantengan un ojo abierto por ese tal cigarro. ¿Quién va a ser guardia esta noche?
Él. Yo hice guardia anoche.
Yo hice guardia una semana entera.
Ya. Está bien. Descansad. Yo lo haré.
Gracias.
¿Has visto a este tipo cruzando nuestras líneas?
No!
Ok.
This impossible war.
Cette guerre impossible.
How much longer can my cadets fight on with brave hearts? and empty stomachs.
With brave hearts and empty stomachs.
Twice a day, that madman Cyrano crosses enemy lines to deliver those letters of his.
Those letters of his.
He brings back word that the Spaniards are suffering just as badly as we are.
Just as badly as we are.
But what encouragement is that to men whose empty bellies growl as loudly as cannons?
As loudly as cannons.
My only consolation is that de Guiche's stomach is just as empty as any poor cadet's.
Pauvre cadet.
Good morning, Monsieur de Guiche. Cyrano, thank God you're back safely.
So you're the one who crosses the enemy's lines, always putting on some show of bravery.
Of course. I see bravery is among short supply in your officers.
Well, the cadets will soon have a chance to show how brave they are. The king's troops are ready to attack! But first, there must be a diversion. I've chosen you and your men to gain time for us by holding off the Spanish. You'll be so kind as to fight until every last one of you is killed.
And so you have your revenge.
I don't pretend to like you, but as you so often remind us, you are incomparably courageous. I'm serving my king by serving my rancor.
Sir, permit me to offer all of our thanks.
You love to fight 100 against one, and I happily give you the opportunity.
I must inform my men.
I wish I could pour my heart on one last letter to Roxanne.
I thought something like this might happen, so, well, I've written you a farewell.
There's a stain on this letter, a tear stain.
The letter was so moving when I was writing it, I made myself weep.
Weep? Hey?
Dying is no great matter. What's unbearable is the thought that you'll never see her again.
Give me that letter.
Someone's coming. It is Roxanne.
Bonjour.
Roxanne.
Christian, this war has lasted too long.
How'd you get here?
I simply rode along in my carriage. Whenever a Spanish officer stopped me, I put on my best smile and said, I'm going to see my lover.
But...
Forgive me, but if I said my husband, no one would have let me pass.
There is going to be a battle. You must leave.
Never. Let them kill me with Christian.
This is too much. I'm going to inspect the troops and I'll be back. You still have time to change your mind.
Never. Come with me. There's food in my carriage, enough for all of you.
If Roxanne should speak to you about the letters, it's quite simple.
Tell me what you have to say quickly.
I wrote to her more often than you think. I wrote her sometimes without telling you.
But we're blockaded. How'd you send those letters?
I was able to get through enemy lines.
How often have I been sending these letters? Twice a week? 3 times?
More
4?
than that. Twice a day.
You went through the Spanish army? You defied death twice a day?
Not before her.
Now, Christian.
Tell me why you came here risking your life.
Because of your letters. It is your own fault if I ran into danger. Think of what you have written me, each letter more wonderful than the last.
All this for a few absurd love letters?
Hush, absurd. I read them over and over. Every page was from your soul, like a fire of a great love.
You felt that?
But more. I came here to say, forgive me for being light and vain and loving you only because you were beautiful.
Roxanne.
Afterwards, I knew better. It is you yourself that I love now, your own self.
Roxanne.
Be happy. You must have suffered when you saw how frivolous I was. I love your soul. I would love you even if you were ugly.
Do you mean that? Ugly?
I do mean that. Are you happy?
Yes. Only nothing. One moment.
What is it?
I'm keeping you from those poor fellows. Go and see that they have enough to eat. Is their last meal.
Dear Christian. Cher Christian.
Go! Cyrano!
Oh, what is it? You look sick.
She does not love me anymore.
You think not?
She loves you.
No.
She loves only my soul.
No.
Yes! And that means your words and speeches, and I know you love her.
I
see. I know.
That is true.
Tell her so.
No, that torture I could not bear.
Why not?
Look at me!
She said she would love me even if I were ugly.
No.
Do you expect me to kill your happiness because I have a handsome face? That would be too unjust.
Do you expect me to kill yours because I have a gift for expressing what you may feel?
No! I want to be loved for myself or not at all.
Christian!
We'll see what she decides. Roxanne, Cyrano has news for you. Important news.
What is it?
Nothing. Only that Christian thinks that you ought to know that...
I do know. He still doubts what I told him just now. I saw that.
Was it true what you told him just now?
It was true. I should love him even if he were...
Ma veuve bendita la vérité.
C'était la vérité. Je dis que je l'aimerais même.
Say it. I shall not be hurt. Ugly.
Even then I should...
This is too much happiness. Roxanne, listen.
Cyrano.
Listen,
Cyrano.
Yes? No. I cannot tell her now. Ever.
What has happened?
Nothing. Come away.
Christian!
I told her everything. She loves you.
Christian! No! Christian!
George!
Christian!
And so, my friends, our little drama became a tragedy as Christian's shattered body was carried off the battlefield. Roxanne wept and vowed that she'd never love another man. The regiment returned victorious. The Comte de Guiche became even more powerful. Honor prevents Cyrano from making his declaration to Roxanne. And so Cyrano mourns twice, for the death of Christian and for the death of happiness.
Roxanne exchanged her bridal dress for widow's weeds and went to live in a convent. 14 years have passed.
14 years have passed.
Blessed are those who take refuge in Him. 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 Amen. Amen. Amen.
At last, it is finished. Now you will be forever remembered, my friend.
Good afternoon, Sister Martha, Madam Roxanne.
Good afternoon, Father Rene. What brings you to our convent?
I bring a message from the Count de Guiche. He will visit you today.
How excited you must be, Madame Roxanne. 2 visitors in one day.
Take care, Sister Martha. You'll make your quiet convent sound like the court, and then Madam Roxanne will be bored and want to leave if she has only one visitor.
Oh, I would never leave the good sisters here, where I have found comfort and serenity. Not even for the court.
How I would love to see the king.
And what would you say to the king?
I would say that. I would say... Sister Martha would tell the king that life here is so exciting. Some days we even have 2 visitors. And there's the Count de Guiche. I must greet him.
Madam Roxanne may have found serenity here, but there are those among us who could find a lesson in her simplicity and kindness.
I'm sure we, that is, all the sisters, share these virtues.
Sister Martha, your Mother Superior mentioned to me that you've stopped in front of the mirror twice this week to see how your headdress looks.
I was merely observing the pious look on my face.
Well then, but didn't I see you take a prune from the tart this morning, just as I entered these holy walls?
One little prune.
One little look. Perhaps I'll tell Monsieur Cyrano.
No. He'll make fun of us and say that nuns are very coquettish and greedy.
And very good.
Ever since his cousin Roxanne came here 14 years ago, Cyrano's been visiting her without fail.
And this truly is a wonderful gift for Madame Roxanne. No one but Monsieur Cyrano has ever been able to distract her from her grief.
But he's not a very good Catholic.
I have no fear. I'm sure that God knows him well.
But when he comes in every Saturday, he says to me proudly, "Sister, I ate meat yesterday."
Is that what he tells you? His friend LeBray told me that the last time he came, he hadn't eaten anything in 2 days. He's so poor.
Doesn't anyone help him?
No, it would only make him angry if anyone tried.
Come, let's go inside. Monsieur de Guiche is visiting with Madame Roxanne. Venez, partons.
And so you remain here, letting your beauty go to waste, still in mourning
Still in mourning.
and still faithful.
Still faithful.
Have you ever forgiven me?
Monsieur,
And do you still carry Christian's last letter over your breast?
it is all I have left of him.
And does Cyrano still come and visit you?
Every week, my old friend is my cassette. He brings me all the news.
Madame, Monsieur,
Have you seen Cyrano?
I have.
How does he fare?
Still poverty-stricken, still isolated. His writings constantly make new enemies for him. He attacks false saints, false heroes.
But his sword still fills everyone with terror. No one would dare touch him.
Who knows?
Don't feel too sorry for him. He lives his life without compromise, free in both his thoughts and his acts.
It seems that, well, I have everything. He has nothing. But yet I'd still be honored to shake his hand. I must be going now.
I'll accompany you to the gate.
It's true that no one would dare attack your friend openly, but it's also true that he's hated by many people. Only yesterday, during a card game at court, someone said to me, that Cyrano may have a fatal accident someday. Tell him to be careful.
Careful, Cyrano. He is not here, but I will warn him. But will he listen?
Monsieur, is Roxanne here?
She's at the gate.
I'd rather she didn't know. This afternoon, I can't say for certain it wasn't an accident, but someone dropped a load of firewood from an upstairs window onto Cyrano.
The cowards, is he dead? Les lâches, Cyrano est mort?
No. But he's bleeding from his head. Come with me quickly. He's going to die if he tries to get up. Par ici.
They're still like little boys. What a beautiful autumn day. Even my sorrow is smiling. Cyrano will soon be here. There. One of the sisters must be trying to persuade him to repent of his sins. Nothing else can make him late. Late for the first time in 14 years.
Oh, scandalous. I was delayed by an untimely visitor.
Well, I'm afraid he'll have to wait for you. I won't let you leave before nightfall.
I'm afraid he may take me sooner than that. And may the devil take me if I ever see that needlework finished.
I was expecting some such remark. Now, tell me the latest news.
Well, on Saturday, the king was diagnosed with a fever. His illness was convicted of high treason and executed by his physician. On Sunday, Madame Day's dog had an enema.
That'll do, Monsieur Bergerac.
And on Monday...
What is it? Have you fainted?
Nothing, only a little pain from my old wound.
Each of us has his wound. Mine is old, but still unhealed. Here. Under a yellowed paper of a letter, stained with tears and blood.
You promised me once to let me read his letter someday. May it be this day? Roxanne, adieu.
Roxanne, farewell.
Je vais mourir, ma bien-aimée.
Death is near, my beloved.
Jamais plus, jamais mes yeux ne baiseront tous vos les gestes que vous faites.
Never, never again will my eyes delight in the kissing of each of your graceful gestures. How well you read his letter.
Et j'écris, adieu ma chère, mon chéri, mon trésor. And I say to you, farewell, my darling, my dearest, my treasure.
I'm not hearing that voice for the first time.
Mon cœur que vous a quitté jamais un second.
My heart has never left you for a moment. It is dark now. You cannot read. For 14 years you played the part of an old friend?
No, Roxanne.
I might have known it every time I heard you speak my name. The voice in the night, the letters, it was you.
It was Christian.
You loved me.
No, my love. I didn't love you.
Why were you silent when you knew neither the letters nor the tears were his?
The blood was his.
Why have you broken the silence this evening?
Why?
He has killed himself by leaving his bed.
Oh, God.
I haven't finished my news. On Monday, an hour before dinner, Monsieur de Bergerac was murdered.
No! Sir!
Cogno, stop weeping so loudly.
I love you. You must live.
No. When Beauty told the beast that she loved him, his ugliness melted away, but those words, they have no such magic effect on me.
I've loved only one man, and I've lost him twice.
No. A man like you can't die this way. It's too unjust.
There's Lebray, always complaining. Do you remember that evening below the balcony when Christian spoke to you? That evening was the essence of my life. While others climbed up to receive the kiss of glory, I remained below in the darkness. Don't mourn any less for Christian. My only hope is that when the great cold has taken my body, you will mourn a little for me when you mourn for him.
I swear to you.
There. I see him. My untimely visitor has returned.
Love, when it is all said, is a heart's true vow.
I see him with his noseless face, daring to look at my nose.
Your sealed promise of kisses.
And you. All of you, I recognize you. All of my old enemies.
A wind of terrible and jealous beauty blowing over me.
Lies! My greetings to you. And here's compromise, and prejudice, and cowardice.
A dark fire singing through the night.
You've robbed me of everything. The laurels of glory, the roses of love.
Love also seeketh not his own.
I know I cannot defeat you, but I'll still fight while there's a breath in my body.
Dear, take my joy for yours.
Stand back. I want no support from anyone.
Even though you never knew that I gave it to you.
Yes, I feel my bones growing cold, but I'll still fight. With my sword in my hand.
In my last moments. Let me hear your distant laughter of joy.
Tonight, when I enter before God, there is but one monument I will take with me unspotted from this world mine own, and that is?
And that is?
That is?
My panache.
Ne le suis pas, il mentira pour être l'homme qu'il n'est pas. En vérité, il n'est qu'à faux. Viens avec moi, et tu verras que nous sommes faits on vive ensemble, juste toi et moi.